Shri Gurupyo Namaha. Welcome to our online class. Today we are going to study about marginal efficiency of capital, MEC. MEC was first introduced by J.M. Keynes in 1936 as an important determinant of autonomous investment. The marginal efficiency of capital is the expected profitability of an additional capital asset. It may be defined as the highest rate of return over the cost expected from the additional unit of capital asset. Let us see the meaning of marginal efficiency of capital. It is the rate of discount which makes the discounted present value of expected income stream equal to the cost of capital. Let us see what are the factors which marginal efficiency of capital is depending upon. They are number one, the prospective yield from the capital asset. Number two, the supply price of a capital asset. There are so many factors which are affecting the marginal efficiency of capital. The three factors which are taken into the consideration while making any investment decision. They are one, the cost of the capital asset. Two, the expected rate of return from the during its lifetime. Number three, the market rate of interest. Marginal efficiency of capital is influenced by so many factors. All these factors were shortlisted under short run and long run factors. Short run factors are demand for the product, liquid assets, sudden changes in income, current rate of investment, waves of optimism and pessimism. Long run factors are rate of growth of population, technological process or progress, monetary and physical policies, political environment, and resource availability. Let us go in detail about each and every factor which is influencing the marginal efficiency of capital. Under that, short run functions, the short run factors, there are five. Number one, demand for the product. If the market for a particular good is expected to grow and its costs are likely to fall, the rate of return from the investment will be high. If the entrepreneurs expect a fall in demand for the goods and a rise in cost, the investment will decline. Second one, liquid assets. If the entrepreneurs are holding large volume of working capital, they can take advantage of the investment opportunities that can come in their own way. The marginal efficiency will be high. Number three, sudden changes in income. The marginal efficiency of capital is also influenced by sudden changes in income of the entrepreneurs. If the business community gets windfall profits, windfall profits is nothing but unexpected gains, unexpected profits, or the tax conversion, the marginal efficiency of capital will be high, and hence the investment in the country will go up. On the other hand, marginal efficiency of capital falls with the decrease in income. 4. Current rate of investment. Another factor which is influencing the marginal efficiency of capital is the current rate of investment in a particular industry. If a particular industry, much investment has already taken place and the rate of investment currently in going on in that industry is also very large, then the marginal efficiency of capital will be low. Number 5, waves of pessimism and optimism. Optimism is nothing but hopefulness and confidence. Pessimism is negativity, just opposite to optimism is pessimism. The marginal efficiency of capital is also affected by waves of optimism and pessimism in the business cycle. If businessmen are optimistic about the future, the marginal efficiency of capital will be like to be high. During periods of pessimism, the marginal efficiency of capital is underestimated and so it will be very low. Long run factors. The long run factors which influence the marginal efficiency of capital are as follows. They are five in number. Number one, rate of growth of population. Marginal efficiency of capital is also influenced by the rate of growth of population. If the population is growing at a rapid speed, it is usually believed that the demand for various types of goods will increase. So, a rapid rise in growth of population will increase the marginal efficiency of capital, and a slowing down in its rate of growth will discourage the investment and thus reduce the marginal efficiency of capital. Second one, technological progress. If the investment and the technological development take place in the industry, the prospects of increase in the net yield brightens up. For example, the development of automobiles in the 20th century has greatly stimulated the rubber industry, the steel and the oil industry, etc. So, we can say that inventions and technological improvements encourage the investment in various projects and increase the marginal efficiency of capital. Number three, monetary and physical policies. As I already told you, monetary and physical policies are very, very important policies of economics. Two important policies are both the eyes, there are the both eyes of the economics. In that, cheap money policy, the government will fix the low rate of interest. It's called cheap money policy. Dear money policy is high rate of interest, just opposite to this. Okay. Cheap money policy and liberal tax policy pave the way for the greater profit margin, and so marginal efficiency of capital is likely to be high. Fourth one, political environment. Political stability, smooth administration, maintenance of law and order help to improve marginal efficiency of capital. Number five, resource availability. Cheap and abundant supply of natural resources, efficient labor, and stock of capital enhance the marginal efficiency of capital. What is marginal efficiency of investment? MEI. Marginal efficiency of investment is the expected rate of return on investment as additional units of investment are made under specified conditions and over a period of time. When cost of borrowing is high, business are less motivated and borrow money and make investment on different projects because high cost of borrowing reduces profit margin of the business firms. Difference between marginal efficiency of capital and marginal efficiency of investment. MAC is based on given supply price for capital. MEI is based on the induced change in the price due to the change in the demand for the capital. 2. MEC represents the rate of return on all successive units of capital without regard to existing capital. MEI shows the rate of return on just those units of capital over and above the existing capital stock. 3. MEC is the capital stock taken on x-axis of the diagram. MEI is the amount of investment which is taken on the x-axis of the diagram. MEC is the stock concept. MEI is a flow concept. Number 5. MEC determines the optimum capital stock in an economy at each level of interest rate. MEI determines the net investment of the economy at each interest rate given the capital stock. Thank you, children. Have a nice day.